What's up, Fig fam? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And today we're going to be doing blind unboxings because it's time for UNBOXAMANIA 103. All right, guys, so this is one of my favorite things we do on the channel, UNBOXAMANIA, where we blind unbox 4 or 5, maybe even more figures. And today we are on episode 103. We've done this 103 times. That's a lot of figures, and I appreciate you joining me. If it's your first time here, please smash that subscribe button, like, comment, go back and watch our previous videos because I guarantee there's stuff that you like. But basically what happens is I got a bin full of figures right here. I'm going to deep dive into it, pull something out. We're going to unbox it, review it, and talk about it. And then we're going to move on to another one. It's going to be rapid fire, a lot of fun, and you never know what you're going to get. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to look away. Oh, right here. I just pulled the side out. But here we have Boss Fight Studio, Legends of Lucha Libre, Masked Republic, Fenix, a current WWE superstar, former AEW superstar. I've had this for a while, and I never opened it. I recently got his brother Penta, so you know we got to open this bad boy up to match him. I always loved these figures. A lot of people didn't because they weren't exactly in scale with Mattel's. I don't really hold that against companies to try and match another company's figures. Plus, I don't display them together, but I understand why people would want to. Couple shots of him on the back, little action shot on the side, but we're going to open this up. Here we go. Take the plastic cover off. Inside, he's got 2 fists, which you guys know I love the fists. Those are my favorite to put in there, or open hands, and he has those as well. So we have his fists here, the tattoos. We have open hands here, which honestly, these look very realistic, arguably more realistic than Mattel's hands. Check out the wrinkles inside there. Very, very accurate, I would say. Don't know what the hand says. It's in Spanish, so comes with a little kendo stick that we're not going to use. And then an additional head. Smiling, kind of gritting his teeth or whatever. I'm not a big fan of this one. I think the teeth look very, very fake, personally. But overall, I mean, that mask, look at that red. Look at that shine on it. Beautiful. Very chrome-esque. You like to see that. And then there's the figure itself. Now, a lot of people had problems with these because of certain little things. Like I said, the height is a little off. Also, if you look, he's got like a slightly different color flesh tone on the arms than the torso. But I mean, dude, this thing looks awesome. And yes, it is out of scale with Mattel's. I'll show you once we're guaranteed to unbox a Mattel. But I do think this is a beautiful figure. I love the tattoo work on this. I mean, very, very highly detailed and well done. The one thing that always I was always confused about, a little head scratcher, is that a lot of the early Legends of Lucha Libre had these like holes in the back, and I don't really know what the purpose was behind that, because it's not like they had accessories that go in there. They do have that soft crotch piece, very similar to Storm Collectibles and such like that. It does have the butterfly joints. I dig the elbow pads. I love the open inner part on the elbow pads like that. I think that's really cool. Realistic wrist wrap right there. But again, man, this chromed out red is beautiful. Goes very, very well. The one leg's a little bit stuck here. Gotta shift everything over. But still, these are so highly articulated and fun. And for an independent company, man, they're doing some great, great stuff. So I want to see how easy it is to interchange these old hands. It's not easy. Dang. I'm going to put, wrong hand. I'm going to put the open heads in there. And I know I always preach that I love fists, but I feel like for somebody like Rey Fenix, especially with these awesome hands, the wrinkles in there, I think it makes sense to give him these. Tough. I'm almost nervous to take his head off. They almost like screw in, but not exactly. Look at that, man. I think that's so cool. Looks like he's getting ready to tie up, right? Very cool. I have every Legends of Lucha Libre figure, and I really, really wanted this one to add to the collection. Got it a while ago and just honestly forgot all about it. As you can see, it's got like that ponytail in the back. This is the additional head. Again, I don't really like it with the teeth, so this is going to get bagged up for me. But overall, pretty cool figure. We love Rey Fenix here. We love Penta. Happy to add this to the display for the Legends of Lucha Libre. But we're going to go into another one real quick. I'm digging deep on this one. We're getting low. All right, what's this? It's definitely an Elite. Uh-oh, dropped something at my feet. Here, we have Elite Royal Rumble Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is the set that had Umaga, Ultimate Warrior, and Titus O'Neil. I mean, this is when they were Target exclusives. Got a Shawn Michaels that we just dropped on the ground there. Says from Victoria, Texas. 252 hitting the rope there. 6 feet 2 inches. WWE champion. Intercontinental champion. World Tag Team champion. The Texas Rattlesnake set a new record with his 36 career elimination at the 2002 Royal Rumble. So that's what this represents. I have a whole bunch of Stone Cold Steve Austin figures on display in my newly done toy room, I should say. And honestly, I love it. I really do. I love how it looks at all the Stone Colds. I had it before, took it down, and I'm glad to have it back. A nice portrait of Stone Cold there. There he is from the event. We're going to pop this open so we can look at everything that Mr. Austin has to offer us. Starting off with the whole reason that I wanted to open this. The vest, right? A unique vest. I want every single Stone Cold Steve Austin vest in figure form. We're going to take out his C-grips, but let's be honest. We're not putting C-grips on a Stone Cold Steve Austin, especially one. Man, this thing's tied up. Especially one that comes with fists already on it. So, we got a pretty good head sculpt here. I always thought this head looked like a little bit too big for Steve, but a great likeness as far as the face. Check out the back. See how the back of the head really hangs off that neck? I hate that. That drives me crazy. It doesn't look natural. I mean, look at that. Way too oversized, in my opinion. I also think that his body is very undersized, and there's also some scratches right there on the actual plastic. But yeah, like his arms to me were too small. Steve was a thick guy. This was my hero, man. I studied this man, and he was a thick dude, thick arms, thick legs. You know, maybe not ripped and defined, but he definitely had some girth to him. So I love this figure. It's just not my favorite Steve Austin. Plus, I mean, when we're talking ring gear Steve Austins, there's really not much to them until you put on these jackets, or I'm sorry, these accessories such as this vest. So we're going to pop that on really, really quickly. This is the old articulation. Honestly, I forgot how like difficult it is and how much a little bit more work you got to put into getting these in there with a reduced articulation in the elbows and such. There we go. Very cool, man. The gold absolutely pops. I love it. Simple changes to his gear, man, but they really went a long way if you were a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. But yeah, as I was saying, the new articulation, you are able to pose him accurately. Very, very accurately as far as putting up his arms. Like these doesn't look as good in my opinion. But still, it's a Steve Austin, baby. 36th elimination, 2002 Royal Rumble. You love to see it, right? You love to see it. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Like I say, he does come with C-grips, but who is using these C-grips unless you have him holding something? We want him with the fist, right? We want him with the fist because that is classic Steve Austin, an iconic pose. My biggest critique is the size of that damn head, man. That thing is humongous. But, all right, we're going to rip into another one. Getting deep here. Got another Elite. Survivor Series Kane. I believe this is 2020. Yep. There he is, man. This is the set that had Drew McIntyre, John Morrison, and Samoa Joe. Check out that shot of Kane there, but even better, from the event, looking awesome. The red and black. It says, from parts unknown, 323 pounds, height 7 feet, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion. The Big Red Machine joined Team WWE in a winner-takes-all match against Team Alliance at Survivor Series 2001. A little 2001. Kane, 24 years ago, buddy. 24 years ago. Crazy. 19 years ago when I got this. And I remember getting this at my local Walmart. They got in a ton of figures. They got the SummerSlam Elites. They got the Survivor Series Elites. They got so much, man. I remember the Purple Dead Man Undertaker. That was a huge haul that I picked up that day. Huge haul. So, as far as additional hands, this is when they were still fairly new to the additional hands pieces, and we were only getting an additional set. So these are fists right there. He does come with a Survivor Series chair. This is an easy decision to pack this away with the Survivor Series logo on it, the pad. I would love to see them make more of the event chairs. I think that's always been a fun accessory that Mattel did. And by event chairs, I mean the ones that have like the actual event poster and such on it. So we got this Kane. Oof, the belt, man. That thing is woof. It's just a black stripe and it's not even even. I think his torso is very undersized. I mean, Kane had a huge chest. I think the arms on this also, I mean, he could be a little bit bigger, but I think that would a lot of Mattel's. And I do think in recent years they've kind of added on some bulk to their figures out of complaints from wrestling figure fans. So even though this is 5 years old, I can't really negate it because they have improved them. Great likeness, super light hair on the brown there. But the mask looks awesome with the red and the black. You can see all the sheer right there on the front of his gear as well as the back. The flames even have some of that mesh that you're supposed to be able to see through on the sides. The tall boots. He's got one elbow pad as he should. The two different size wrist gauntlets there. And this one is obviously because he has the glove. So pretty cool. I wish he had the new articulation. Because my favorite thing to do with Kane is to have him kind of like grab his wrist, kind of fixing that glove. But instead, we're just going to put him like this with his hand up. Pretty cool figure. It's not the best Kane by any means. And again, just like Steve Austin, there's a little quality control issue here. Like, look at that. The plastic is scratched and damaged. Right there. But yeah, pretty cool to see him in this form. He does have that chair, like I said. Fisticuffs, but we're not going to be using them. I always say I don't use C-grips, but I feel like with Kane, you got to have him with that hand up. Maybe we'll put a fist on this side, but we can't have him with a fist over on the glove hand. You got to have him just ready to choke somebody out, right? Give him that choke slam. But Big Glenn, everybody's favorite mayor in figure form. And we're going to open up another one real quickly. Let's see what we got. It's an ultimate. Oh, Dirty Dom from WrestleMania 39. Dominic Mysterio. I actually forgot that I didn't unbox this one yet. So I'm excited for this. All right. From San Diego, California. 6 feet 1 inches. Frog Splash. SmackDown Tag Team Champion. NXT North American Champion. Obviously, he's had more than that. He's the current Intercontinental. After spending 24 hours in jail, the Judgment Days, Dominic Mysterio returned to WWE a changed man. He swore revenge on his dad, Rey Mysterio, not only for calling the cops, but for a lifetime of negligence. Dominic arrived at WrestleMania 39 in handcuffs to take out a lifetime of frustrations on his father. I'm excited about this one. Look at that hair. He's got the entrance jacket. He's got the handcuffs. Additional hands. We got to rip into this one right here. And if you guys have ever followed the channel, you know that I love Ultimate Editions because of their little Easter eggs they have inside the packaging. So I'm excited to see what kind of little quotes they have for Dirty Dominic Mysterio here. Let's pop this open. It says, I like that. Prison changes a man. That's a pretty good one right there. Prison changes a man. And then it says, I served hard time and I survived. I love that so much. It's unbelievable. But there that goes. And here we have, we're going to take out his handcuffs, which are hard to do without breaking them. Fists, which I think we're going to use and put those handcuffs on him. We're going to take head number 1 out. This is kind of that teardrop head. He's kind of with his mouth open, almost like a little bit of a smirk. The head that I'm most likely going to use, if it looks good, we have the Rey Mysterio mask head, which I love. Has a little QC era on it. Quality control. But very, very cool. Always loved the purple mask for Rey. We're going to take out his entrance jacket and arms. Left arm. Right arm. Chaqueta. Look at this thing, man. This is beautiful. Check out the wings on the back. The texture of this coat is beautifully done. All of the buckles, the holes, the grommets, all the spikes, the hood. This is a nice jacket. Very well done. It does not clasp together, so it's supposed to kind of just be form-fitting to him and hold a little bit open. All right. And here we have Dirty Dominic Mysterio in probably one of his best figures. The purple. He's got Mommy on the back. He's got DM on the back. Those question mark style logos on the chest, as well as the DM on the front. And of course, all of those Rey wings right down the side. Check this out. On the back of the boots, it says Mysterio. Custom boots here with the fringe, which you love to see when they add that and kind of make them a little bit more customized to the actual character. Other than that, they're just kick pad boots. The articulation on this is beautiful. It's not too tight, not too loose. A lot of new Ultimates are very, very loose. So, man, I dig this. But we got to take these C-grips out, like I always say. We're going to put the fists in. He's got those DM markings on the back that kind of go in and out with the shoulder joints. There he is showing the tattoo that says Mysterio. Here's that other mask, other head unmasked that has the tattoo of the teardrop on there to replicate, when he was serving hard time, which we're going to put on there now. Take a look at that bad boy. And then we're going to transform into entrance gear Dominic Mysterio, which I'm hoping looks awesome because that's how I want to display it. You guys think Dominic Mysterio will get another Ultimate in 2026? I'm expecting it. The dude's stardom has just skyrocketed in 2025, so I'm excited to see the amount of figures he gets, but I want a new Dirty Dominic Mysterio Ultimate Edition, so love the hair on this, especially like the beard, very lightly colored in, looks very good. The cut sides, the shaved head, very cool. We're going to take the fists out now because we got to put them in the sleeved arms, taking off the arms here, which, by the way, we can get some nice shots of the tattoos right there on the forearm, bicep. And obviously the most recognizable, we remember that from his very first figure and early on, always seeing that tattoo. But we're going to put his jacket on him. We're going to put his left arm in. Goes in very, very easy. Everything was so easy back in the China days. Those that know. The jacket, like I said, doesn't close in the front, but I guess it's really not supposed to. Wasn't intended. We're going to put on the Mysterio head. We're even going to try. I don't even think we can do. That's a bummer. I don't think we can do the handcuffs and the sleeved arms. So that's a bummer. Yeah, it's not going to work. Maybe if I play with it a little bit more, but it's not going to work. So we're just going to put his arms behind him. What a cool Ultimate, dude. What a cool figure. I dig it. I was there for that whole entrance, and we were all popping. It was me, My Damn Toys, Brett O, the Fig guys. I mean, it was a star-studded row of just wrestling figure influencers right there at SoFi Stadium, and it was a lot of fun. Check out the skull, that like phantom skull on the back of that phantom style mask. So cool. Such a cool figure. I got to get the Rey Mysterio to match now. I've been kind of putting it off, but I think we got to grab it. It looks very, very cool altogether. So love the texture on the jacket, the arms. I love the flexibility and how movable the articulation is. So solid Unboxamania. No basics, right? We got one Ultimate, 2 Elites, and then, of course, a Legends of Lucha Libre. So hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeal. Twitter is at TheFigHeal. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to healbooks.com and make sure you join Whatnot at whatheal.com, and you'll get $15 off your first purchase. And trust me, there's a ton of stuff on there. I even have things for sale on there that you could check out. So take it easy, guys. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you on the next one. But I am heading out with DM right here, and we are going to go serve some hard time. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeal's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeal. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeal. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.